All right, welcome. Welcome to the evening. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend so far. Yeah, give it up for drama last night. Camerata Chorale today. We are very blessed here at GCA to have the program that we have, and that's a lot because of you guys that are here tonight. So we're really grateful for that. A couple things that I want to run over as we get started, and then we'll have prayer and we'll begin. We are in a new facility here. This is our first band concert in this new gym, which I am extremely excited about. We have a lot of new toys to play with. Yeah. And so it's a little bit different because there's a lot more space. And you see, we've tried to cut off some of that space. And here's what I'm going to ask, because behind all these incredible decorations that you see is all of the spaghetti wiring that makes the decorations that way. So I will ask that you enter and exit through the tunnel, okay? If you have to go to the bathroom, if you whatever you need to do, go through that tunnel. Please don't go behind the decorations, okay? We've tried to cut them off so you won't, but I just don't want anyone tripping on anything or knocking any of the pallet walls over. They will hurt you, and Christmas will not be good. So stay in our little area. We have invited you into Whoville tonight, so stay in Whoville. Don't go up into the mountainous areas of Whoville. And we'll be good. The other thing I want to remind you of is that while this is fun and while we have all the decorations and we have kids in costumes, when the music is going on up here, we are in concert etiquette. And that means that we're sitting, we're quiet, almost like you guys are now. We'll work on it. You'll get there. But you're focusing. You're focusing on your peers if you're a student here, or your kids. They've worked really, really hard to put together this show for you guys. So we ask that when the music is being played, hey baby, when the music is being played, that you are quiet and you are focused. At the end of the first section, we'll have our costume contest, and we'll open up sales. We'll let you guys kind of mingle around. Then we'll stop. We'll go to the second portion of the program, which is Sinfonietta and full orchestra. Then we'll close the curtains again. Like I said, we're working on it. She's young enough that she can get away with that stuff. Once you're like in high school and older, you have to actually behave. Then we'll go to Sinfonietta, then we do Costume Contest 2, we'll open up food sales, and then, of course, the band. So that's kind of how this night's going to go. I thank you in advance for being focused through the music, for being a part of this, and for all the support that you give us here. Like I said, we're going to open up the show with prayer, and then we're going to use a 3-stage system to give you a recap of what Sounds of the Season was. If you had come to Sounds of the Season, this year was our biggest year. We sold 17 tables, had 140 guests. I know, which is incredible. And the band and Sinfonietta kids all played chamber music for that night while some of the rest of our students in the praise program waited tables and cooked. It's a great event. It's one of my favorites, and we're not going to do all of the music because that was a 2-hour show, and that would make this, as Dr. Gerard has said, a 2-night show in the past. We will not do that tonight. But each group's going to come out and play one song that they played. We're going to try to keep it running smooth. You see we have our stage there and our stage there and our stage here. So you'll get a recap of the chamber music that they've done this year. I am a huge believer in chamber music and small group music. It requires a whole different skill set than playing in a band. And it's an intricate part of what we're doing here. And so we want you to see the work that they've put in. So that's going to be how we work this at the beginning. You are welcome to applaud each act, or you can wait to the end. The new acts will wait for you to finish applauding if that's how it's going to go. So we'll let you guys kind of figure that out as you want to go. So let's have a word of prayer and then let's start. Father, we want to thank you for the blessings that you have bestowed upon GCA and upon the families and upon the students that are here. We are so honored and blessed to be a part of this place. We're so thankful that you give us the opportunity to be involved with your kids and their lives. We dedicate this night, this weekend to you. We thank you for the safe travel, and we pray that you come back soon. We love you so much. Amen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start the costume contest in just about 5 minutes. We might need a couple things from each of you. First, if you would like to be in the costume contest, but you have not told me yet, come straight over to this corner of the gym. If you're in the costume contest and you have told me, you need to make sure that you're here in 5 minutes. And for the rest of this 5 minutes, everybody else, please go to the back of the gym and spend all your money that you brought with you to help support the band and music program. And so everybody, you have about 5 minutes to go and buy snacks. Costume people, please come up to this corner of the gymnasium. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please continue spending your money in the back of the gymnasium. Get some of the delicious snacks, some of the delicious desserts. They don't have just desserts. They have fruit. If you're trying to eat healthy, they have pizza. They have nachos. They have chili. They have good food back there, so please make sure you're spending money. But we're about to start the costume contest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you are part of the contest, if you would like to be a contestant, please make sure you're coming to this edge of the stage, right by the Christmas tree on my right, your left. And everybody else, we're going to talk about the rules a little bit. This is the way the costume contest will work. I'm going to call up different groups, different people that have dressed up. When somebody comes up, I'm going to call them. They're going to come to the front of the stage right here in the spotlight, and they will have the opportunity to talk into the microphone or just wave. And when you see them up here, you can cheer if you think that they did a good job with their contest or with their costume. If you think they spent a lot of time or if you think they look really accurate, then cheer for them. There are judges, different judges in different places in this gymnasium right now, and they are going to listen to the noise around them. If they hear a little bit of noise around them, they're going to signify that they should give 1 point for their section of the gym. If they hear a little bit more noise, they'll indicate that I should be giving them 2 points. If they hear a lot of noise around them, that means that that section of the gym really liked the costume, and they'll give me an indication for 3 points. After all of the costume contestants have gone by, we'll score up the points, and later tonight we'll have the people with the most points come up for the finals. And at that time, you'll be able to cheer one more time, and we will give them their reward for first, second, and third place. So if you like the costumes that you see, if you like the skit that you see, make sure you cheer loudly. We are going to be going in this order tonight. The groups, the costume contestants that have one person in their group, they will go first. And then we're going to go that way. The smaller groups will go first, and the costume groups that have several people in them will be the last groups. Okay, we're about ready to start. Now, just to make sure that I know that people can hear me, I usually start the costume contest with a bad Christmas joke. So let's do that, and we'll see if you guys are listening. Did I tell you what happened last year when Santa Claus threw a snowball at me? He knocked me out cold. All right, there's some people listening. Thank you, both of you. Okay, we're going to start the contest now. All the contestants, please come right up to the Christmas tree. And as I call you, you'll be able to come up here. You don't have to talk into the microphone, but you will have the opportunity to speak in the microphone if you want to. The first one we have is Rachel Falkenhagen. She is a crazy who. Rachel. All right, thank you, Rachel. Next person we have is Michaela Santana, and she is from the Nutcracker. All right, judges. All right, our next is Nathan Griswold, and he is from the movie Scrooge.
God, Gahumba. Oh, I don't know what to say.
Very good. Okay, our next one, also a single contestant, the Amazon elf, Andrew Hansen. I'm not sure if he's Amazon because he's big or if he ordered his stuff from Amazon. Next, we have from the movie Elf, Charlie Sewell.
Hello, my name is Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color?
Don't get in a snowball fight with him. Okay. Next, we are going into our categories that have at least 2 contestants. This first one is going to be Brianna Self and Gabe Castro. It looks like we have a leg lamp and a fragile box. Thank you. Our next one is Alex Choi and Jacob Brown.
I hate Christmas time.
Oh.
All right, thank you. Our next one, we have Mrs. Claus and Buddy, Brandon Reese and Carla Torres.
Buddy, come get your lunch. It's cookies. Your favorite.
Thank you. Our next one, we have Kristen Burgess and Katie Shelley, the Fat Santas.
Hey, Kristen, guess what?
What?
I think we just blew up.
I think you might have blown that out of proportion.
Did not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I have to tell you, when I was standing right next to them with the red shirt and they were getting bigger, I felt like I should be supporting somehow, but I'll go to the concession stand afterwards. That'll help. Okay, next we have Scrooge and the Christmas Spirit, Etta, Silas, and Charlie.
Bah humbug. You need some Christmas spirit. I'm Santa Claus.
Good job. All right. Okay, next we have a poor young man who is home alone. Cole Bogus, Calvin Scott, and Brian Mello.
All I want for Christmas is to be home alone. Mom, Dad, I'm home alone!
Crowbars up. Oh. All right, we'll go later.
All right. Okay, next we have Riley, Raiden, Alyssa, Taylor, and Liesel, Dr. Seuss family.
Where are you, Christmas?
All right. And we have one more group. We have Gabe Reese, Malik, Danae, and Waylon, Frosty the Snowman.
Happy birthday.
Very nice. Okay, that is the last contestants for this part. We're going to count up all the scores that the judges had, and in a few minutes we're going to start the program, so you can still go back and get some more concessions. At a later time in the program, we will have the finalists come up, and you'll be able to judge one more time for first, second, and third place.
Thank you, Dean Doug. Full orchestra members, go ahead and make your way up as we do the final portion of food sales. Full orchestra members, thank you.
I moved the camera on the people. I can get community service for it if I want.
right, there's our theme song for the night, and we'll thank our wind players for joining us. It's tricky to combine a 7:30 class and a 12 o'clock class, but it happened a little bit this year, and we were really excited about it. They were begging to do full orchestra. Again, another variety of work that requires different skill sets, so we're excited about doing that as they all leave. You'll see them all again when band starts, so thank you for being here this evening. I hope you have enjoyed the concert so far. I have some people I want to thank as we go, and I have two of the same sheet. Okay, so I want to take a minute to thank all of the parents in the back who are selling food for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for donating your time. And I want to thank you guys for bringing everything. You know, all the money that we raise goes towards the programming. And as you can see, this all costs a lot to do. And really what we're trying to do is build a place where your kids can learn and they can experience it in a way that's fun and exciting and that makes them want to be a part of it and makes them proud. And so I'm really grateful that you guys are a part of that and that you're so supportive of what we're doing. We're going to go into Sinfonietta now with maybe, I'm going to say this a lot, but one of my favorite songs. It's just a song that when you hear it, you know Christmas is starting. And it's just fun to play. So here's my, we do this every year. This is standard in my repertoire, so you probably will recognize it right away. And I get to play the sleigh bells, which is just fun to do. And the whip crack, which was my hands tonight, apparently, since the whip crack is not here. Things you find out in the middle of a show are so exciting sometimes. Where's the whip crack? So, anyway, Sleigh Ride. It's one of my favorite songs to hear as we go. We're going to go from Sleigh Ride into the reason that we celebrate Christmas. And this next song just discusses the birth of Christ and the night that must have been. And so we ask you to contemplate the lyrics as we go into O Holy Night. you saw a whole like shifting of emotions up there if you watched my bass players, because in the beginning of this song they were like, oh no, and then right before their solo they were like, oh no, then they played it and they were like, oh yes. We're really excited about that. That's hard. They're all young bass players and they killed it. They were stressed out going into it, and so I was really proud of them for doing that. Yeah. That's the exciting thing about working in this gig is you see, I mean, you saw it in our Sounds of the Season. You see the kids that have grown and they're advanced and they're ready to go off into college and do things. And then you see the kids that are growing and learning and new. And it's really exciting to watch that go through their years. So I was really excited about that. That was good. That's another great song. I love Christmas because you can do really good contemplative music and then you can do really fun music that just warms your heart. Makes you ready for candy and food and popcorn and, no, that was shameless. I'm kidding. Any of the food that's right there. We're gonna finish our set here with a song that is super exciting. I did use super, but I work with teenagers, so I'm sorry. It's a jazz number that incorporates 5/4 meter, which you think counting to 5 is easy, but it's not when you're playing music. It's relatively tricky. And for strings, jazz, it doesn't always match up very well. It's a tricky concept, and these guys have been killing it. And I do want to say thank you to Calvin in the back, who's been sitting in and playing percussion for us. I'm going to get a little sentimental. He's a senior and he's leaving, and he's been with me 4 years, and he's one of those students that I can look and point and he knows what I'm thinking and plays it. And a lot of this stuff is not scripted sometimes, so it's pretty exciting. I'm gonna miss him next year. I know, it's sad, very sad. But we're thankful to have him one more semester. So we're gonna end with a very weird titled song called 5 Ukrainians in a Bell Tower. Stand up, Corey. That's a beast piano part, too. Corey Wilkins on the piano. Stand up, Sinfonietta. Thank you guys very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the finals now for the costume contest. I'm going to ask these people to come up. These contestants did make it to the finals. We need Brianna Self, Gabe Castro, Joy, Jacob Brown, Brandon Reese, Scarlett Torres. We need Etta, Silas, and Charlie. We need Cole, Calvin, and Mello. And we need Gabe Reese, Malik, Danae, and Waylon Spicer. If I called your name, please bring your group over here to the Christmas tree, and we will call you up in just a minute. I do remember the concession stands are open. Please go spend a little bit more money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, please take out your wallet, take out your purse, find all the money that you can, and go to the back. And if they don't have any food, just give them the money. Support them any way that you can. We are going to finish the costume contest now. We have 3 prizes that we're going to be giving away, a first, second, and third. And we have 6 groups that had enough points from the way that you cheered, from the way that you clapped, that will be able to try one more time to come up here and have you judge one more time. Whether you cheered for them before, please cheer for them now. We're going to have these people come up. The first group, I hope all the groups are here. The first group is Brianna Self and Gabe Castro, the leg lamp, and the box from France called Fragile. Be careful about this amp.
Wow, I must have won a bowling alley.
You thought.
For anybody who has not seen that movie, you are completely clueless. All right? Okay, next we have Alex Choi and Jacob Brown as the Grinch and his dog. Be careful.
Oh, Max. Oh,
All right. Okay, the next is Mrs. Claus and Buddy, done by Brandon Reese and Carla Torres.
Somebody didn't finish their lunch. Hey, buddy, these are Santa's favorite cookies. Why didn't you eat them? Yeah, here, come get your cookies.
All right, the cheering is wild. Okay, next we have Scrooge and the Christmas Spirit, Etta, Silas, and Charlie. And they are on their way.
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
All right. All right, now we have Cole Bogus, Calvin Scott, Brian Mello, Home Alone. All right. That was very effective. And so if you do walk up here, please be careful. Okay, our last group to be judged tonight is Frosty Snowman, Gabe Reese, Malik Danae, and Waylon Spicer. It was a sad day. Okay, we do have some winners. And I'm going to ask these three groups to come up and claim the prizes. I'm not sure what the prizes are this year, and I haven't opened up the envelopes, but I heard they're bigger than last year, twice as big as last year. And so they're good prizes. In third place, please put your hands together and cheer for Scrooge and the Christmas Spirit, Etta, Silas, and Charlie. Come on up on stage. You guys did a good job. Everybody, please cheer for them one more time. Okay, now you guys step over this way just a little bit. In second place, we have Home Alone. Cole, Calvin, and Brian. And the Wet Bandits. All right, and in first place with all the marbles. Okay, first place this year, Alex Choi, Jacob Brown, Grinch, and the dog. And just to make sure, I want you guys to realize what they won. I looked in the envelope. First place was $100. All right, thank you very much for everybody who was a contestant, and thank you everybody for cheering and help vote for these winners. We're about ready to go back to the music program. Oh, and the Wet Bandits are going to clean up all the marbles at the front. It should be safe to come to the front of the stage in just a minute. We're going to sell food a little bit longer, so please go back.
Can I have concert band members to the stage, please? Concert band members to the stage.
Can you adjust this? This stick is like low.
It up. That way, right? I want to right here. It's really finding right here. Is that fine? Yeah. Or it's like that. Which one's better? This or this? This, yeah. Okay.
What a great tune, huh? John and Yoko did a couple things right, writing that song. I think my favorite is Sarah McLachlan's version of it, though. But there's a lot of stuff going on in that song. They made it sound easy, but it's not easy. There was a lot of key changes. Percussion had a lot of really hard parts. This is the only song that I recall having a percussion part for the girls at the end that says, "Don't stay in time, play however you feel like, but end together." I'm paraphrasing, but that's really what it said. It said something like, enjoy the chaos and try to stop at the same time. And they did a really good job, so I like that. The next song, we're gonna go more traditional. That was 71. You know, I'm big into decades, so that was 71. The next song is gonna go a decade back. It's a little more traditional. I think you'll recognize it. Although I'll be honest with you, when I got this version, I was really excited because I liked the version. And then I saw that Glee covered it, and I almost canceled it. I know. But it's a really good version, so we kept it. You know, we'll just pretend that we don't know anything about Glee or whatever it is. So this is Do You Hear? You cheered for Glee? I'm sorry. We need better entertainment for our youth. Here is Do You Hear What I Hear? Soloists, stand up if you had a solo. That's good. I can't say I'm proud of this next song, but I try to listen to my students. I try to give them what they want in life as much as possible. Don't we all try to do that for our children? Just give them everything they want and not, no, I'm kidding. But I did have one student who requested this song, and I decided to just go ahead and do it. It's really shameless, but we're doing this for Kristen Burgess. So it makes sense. This is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah, don't open that. Don't open that. That's not your bag. Don't be opening it. Oh, don't they all look so wonderful? Doesn't the band look great and sound great? Oh. Yeah, they all dressed up. What happened to you? This is not. Where'd you get the tie? You don't own a tie.
Does anyone know who I am?
Yeah, you don't even own a tie. Normally dresses up, but he's getting tired in his old age. And I've got the elves here. Aren't they wonderful? The elves' names are Raina and Anderson, and they came from the North Pole. You meet them, you'll think they're sweet. They're not. They're mean as just mean as can be. Nasty, mean, knife in the fifth rib, twisted. I'm telling you. Okay, now we've got gifts, presents. Santa's got to have a list, so. Raina, list. Oh, yes, the first gift, ladies and gentlemen. No, and this is a nice gymnasium Santa got to come to today. Very nice. And the sound is so much better here than in the old gym. It's really good. Okay, the first gift goes to Mr. Casey Larson. Casey Larson. Okay. Come on, Mr. Larson. Pick up the pace. We haven't got all night. Here we go. Yes, Mr. Larson. Now, Mr. Larson's job is very complicated here at GCA, and Santa has been watching closely. And he coordinates all of the student labor and the jobs, so he tries to get your children to work. Very difficult sometimes. And he coordinates especially the custodians and janitors in the classroom buildings, and he just does a masterful job. But you can't do the job without the right tools. And we need tools that are fitting for the man. The best. So we got the best. An ironing board, Mr. Larson. There you go. Oh, get back here. Get back here. We're not done. No, you've got many things here. And a vacuum cleaner. Yes. Merry Christmas. That ought to last at least 2 days. Okay. For Mr. Larson. The next gift goes to Kristen Burgess. That's it, Kristen Burgess. What are you supposed to be? Kind of going heavy on the obesity theme a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I have a half a mind not to do this, but what instrument do you play? Come here, microphone.
The flute.
The flute. That flute has got to weigh at least a pound. And Kristen has injured herself many times this year. She has had her arms all wrapped up and everything's been wrapped up. And just terrible injuries, all from the flute, right?
Of course.
Yes, the flute. So, yes, there it is. So that you can make ice for your aching arms from holding up that massive flute, and bags to put the ice in, and you can wrap pretty much your whole body in this protective cover. You need this because it's been a rough year, and that flute has taken its toll. But Merry Christmas to you. Be safe. Now we need Katie Shelley is who we need now. Katie Shelley. Katie Shelley. Well, I'm getting sick of this theme. What is this? They have a sale on those things? Oh, look at this. Santa hears from people that Katie gets stressed out, terribly stressed out, just frazzled, and then she swells up. So in order to relieve stress, Santa has put together an emergency packet. There is this always useful yoga mat. Santa puts that under the reindeer. It doesn't have anything to do with it. And there's this is a mud mask, a calming mud mask. It says right, a calming mud mask. And, you can hold on. Here's your. And honey lavender stress relief soothing serenity blend. It almost makes you go to sleep. Rest easy. Caleb Alvarez is the person. Caleb Alvarez. Now pay no attention to this Amazon box. Santa does not get things from Amazon. The elves make it. Caleb, come over. Here we go. Did you notice in that last song, this man playing the cymbals, pounding away back there like crazy, madly just slashing them together? That's hard work. I mean, it's not as bad as a flute. but it's hard work. So Caleb, we got you this in case you get too tired. There you go. You can open your own gift. There you go. No, yeah. There you go. There it is. It's a little tiny monkey that plays the cymbals. It goes on the ground. Oh, it walks and everything. Oh. Yes, you can do that instead of studying for finals. Okay. We have one more gift, and this gift is not from Santa. It is from the band, and it is to Mr. Torsney for a wonderful year so far. Merry Christmas from your favorite band instrumental music members. Yes, you can. And then you can explain what it is. It's pajamas. No, it's not.
It's a long sleeve cycling shirt. That is awesome. Woo! I cycle in the cold. Yes,
it's got pockets on the back. Yes. You can put 3 Big Macs right back there. Oh, Merry Christmas!
Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Santa. Thank you to the band and to Sinfonietta for that. I will use that. They all know I'm crazy and I get up early and I run in the cold and I cycle in the cold and I'm always in the cold in the winter. So that's very exciting. I will take that out and test it out tomorrow. I want to, just before we finish, thank Santa. Just goes to show you, yes. All you have to do is hire out help for 1 year of Santa and he comes back. So that's really exciting. After last year, he's like, okay, I'll do it. So thank you, Santa. We're going to finish with one more song and then we will finish doing some food sales in the back. Your kids are going to come out and see you and then we're going to break down. I do, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys for the support of the program, for all of the hours that go into it, and for really letting me spend time hanging out with your kids. I really love it, and we have a good time, and they're learning stuff, and they're excited about it, and it's just fun. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for everything that you do for us here at GCA. We're going to finish with a song called Christmas Variants. Before I do that, I want to thank Keith and Randy and Woody in the back for running sound and lights and streaming. Yeah. And Kaylee Couch, all of these panels that you see on the side, that was their mindchild and building it, and hours went into that, and they're part of the team that makes this happen behind the scenes, although now you can see them right out front. But thank you guys so much for all the stuff that you're doing for us behind the scenes. Thank you. Yeah, woo! Good job. Thank you guys very much. Y'all have a blessed Christmas and a great night.